Welcome back to Instables. It looks like we have a continuation on XELA since our video that we mentioned yesterday. I'm going to go over exactly what has to happen for us to continue going into tomorrow, as we did end the day with 75 million volume. A lot of people curious if we're going to possibly continue to break out. What exact levels are we trying to break above to have this continuation? And what exact volume points and buy pressure points are we looking out for on this continuation? And also where you guys can find these penny stock breakout alerts so you guys do not miss out on them again. And all I ask in return is you guys smash that like button and hit subscribe if you guys want to see more chart updates on potential breakouts that we mentioned throughout the week. So let's jump into this one. So I'm going to go over XELA with you guys here on the 50-minute chart so you guys can see exactly what has to happen for us to continue going since tomorrow, as we have been continuously breaking out since yesterday in our video that we did mention, and we're going to see if we can break over this resistance that we did mention yesterday. Now, before we do get started, I want to mention that we did alert this one in the Instables room. As you guys can see, we did mention this one today, midday, and we have been continuously breaking out since then, going 6 extended hours. We also did mention Hood yesterday as a possible continuation, breaking over that IPO spike that we had at $40. We broke into new highs today. We did mention that, possibly testing new highs and broke into new highs. We have been breaking out since then. We also did mention CXDC on almost a 100% breakout that we did mention 2 videos ago. So if you guys want to check out that video, then definitely check out that one as well. And there may be a continuation with CEMI as well. We're going to see what happens there, as we did mention news on that one as well, as you guys can see here. So again, we mentioned multiple penny stock breakout alerts throughout the day. So if you guys want to see all these penny stock breakout alerts, go to instables.com in the description below. You guys will never miss a penny stock breakout alert through the day again. So again, XELA again has been breaking up with volume, looking to see if we can continue to bounce off the 20 MA like we have been. Again, we had that spike yesterday and we did consolidate, and we did have a nice spike with XELA going to today with volume, and as you guys can see, we are consolidating here on the 20 MA, looking to see if we can continue. Now, so I'm going to show you guys exactly what happened in extended hours so you guys can see exactly where we got rejected. So you guys can see here we are getting rejected almost exactly at 345, and we did mention yesterday, if you guys remember, so you guys can see on the 4-hour we mentioned 345 as a very key resistance, and that's exactly where we are getting rejected. So we need to break above 345 going into tomorrow and hold above it, in my opinion. If we cannot hold above 345, in my opinion, then we could possibly have a rejection to the downside, and we need to make sure we do break over 345. Again, I do like the momentum, and I do like how the 20 MA here on the 4-hour is curling up above the 50 MA, showing us a lot of bullish momentum, showing us that this breakout over 345 is more likely than not. But again, we want to make sure we break over this 345 mark with volume. If we do not break above the volume, then we could get a rejection around this area, possibly with a large wick coming to the downside. So again, if we do not get confirmation on volume, again, breaking above our previous volume points, as you see, we do have a volume spike that we did break up to when we broke all the way up to around $5.45. But as you guys can see, we're going to be looking to see if we can continue with volume. Even though the 20 MA is holding above the 50 at this very point in time, going to extended hours, we need to make sure that does continue. And I want to make sure that does continue by looking at this MACD. As you guys can see, this is the buy pressure. Again, the EMA lines crossing above the MACD, showing us a lot of momentum. But as you guys can see, we do have EMA lines crossing through the middle of the MACD. Again, when you cross through the middle of the MACD, that shows a lot more weakness in stocks, in my opinion, for a possible breakout. But again, if the EMA lines do hold above the MACD, then we could have a continuation breakout on this. But also, as you guys can see, we are decreasing in buy pressure overall. So in my opinion, we do have an increase in buy pressure going into today and going to extended hours. But however, going into tomorrow, we want to make sure we do break above our previous buy pressure points that we see here for this confirmation on this breakout. Again, we do not have as much momentum as we would like, in my opinion, if we cannot break above this buy pressure point. And so I would be setting an alert here right above this buy pressure point as well. If we can get this buy pressure point to get broken above, then we could have a continuation, in my opinion, and a strong continuation. Again, that's not to say that we can't break over 345 going into tomorrow and possibly get rejected and possibly have a nice play on that. But as far as breaking over this 448 mark that we keep getting rejected at, we do need to make sure we do break above that point with buy pressure, in my opinion. So that's exactly why I would be setting an alert. And again, for any news plays that you guys see in the morning, again, this is a quick tip for any news that you guys see in the morning, set a quick MACD alert so you guys can catch these before they break out. Again, we mentioned multiple plays in the morning for possible news plays, and you guys can see we have buy pressure that comes in. I'm going to back to the 1 minute so you guys can see exactly how this one could have been played out. So you guys can see we have a lot of sell pressure going 6 extended hours, but however, you guys can see we had a lot of buy pressure. We had confirmation on this buy pressure. Again, we could have had that alert right before this spiked up here on this breakout. Again, with that alert here on the buy pressure. So I would definitely keep the MACD next to you so you guys can see what kind of buy pressure you're getting into these type of spikes that are coming in. So again, as you guys can see, XELA definitely still on the watches. We have a major resistance that is coming up, and we are going to possibly break above it if we can get more momentum on volume going into tomorrow. But again, XELA definitely on the watch. Make sure the play does come to you. Make sure these confirmations come to you on the volume and the buy pressure on the MACD. And again, if you guys want to see all these breakouts throughout the day, you guys know what to do. Go to instables.com in the description below. You guys will never miss a penny stock breakout alert of the day again. and everybody that has been supporting the channel and everybody that has been in the comment section. I appreciate every one of you guys as always. Much love to you guys. And if you guys do like this video, it does help other people find it, and it does help the channel grow. And I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.